Let's move on then to the Bias Plus reports. Now, the Bias Plus reports, ladies and gentlemen, take these rankings into account and look at the differentials in terms of net points and turnover differential between the two teams. Team with the greater net points, average turnover differential ranking will generally be what we call the favored team and the team that has the bias plus. The bias is the differential in net points. The plus takes into account turnovers. So let's take a look at what we have here. We're going to kick this thing off, Benny, with those Bears in that NFC North at the Lions with a bias plus score of 15.7, favoring the Lions. Hey, this is like a map with all the teams in the background.
Yeah, I see that. It's pretty neat. I like that.
Yeah, I think, but it's kind of old because they still got the Raiders over in California. They haven't moved them over to the.
Oh, they didn't move them. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's an older version. But
Right.
okay.
Okay. So Lions get a home game. They're 10-1. They're looking strong. Bears got to make that trip. Divisional matchup. Let's see what we got here. So I must say, before the Bears fired their offensive coordinator and installed Thomas Brown as the new offensive coordinator, it was looking like maybe Caleb Williams wasn't going to be the sure thing NFL quarterback that he was drafted as, at least not in my eyes. But then their home game against division rival Minnesota turned out to be his second solid performance in a row. So now I'm kind of intrigued again. I got to keep an eye on Caleb, see if he can really get it done. The Bears were down 24-10 when they stopped the Vikings on downs at the Chicago 36. There was 12 minutes left in the game at that time. They then put together 3 scoring drives. Way to go, Caleb. 3 scoring drives during which time the Vikings actually could only muster a field goal. They scored on a touchdown pass to DJ Moore, another touchdown pass to Keenan Allen, and a 48-yard Cairo Santos field goal that tied the score at 27 and sent the game into overtime. Good job, Caleb. Unfortunately, they went 3 and out on their first drive in overtime, and they lost 30-27 on a Vikings field goal. Tough luck there, but a valiant effort by the Bears and a very strong performance by Caleb Williams. Now, the Lions rolled into Indy last week with a balanced offensive attack, 36 pass attempts, 26 completions, and 269 in yardage, 33 rush attempts, 137 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the ground. They had 0 turnovers. Defensively, they weren't spectacular, but they did shut out the Colts the entire second half, and they won the game 24-6. The Lions at home, they're really on top of their game right now. And although their defense, like I said, wasn't spectacular in this last game, they really didn't have to be. They're very much improved from the beginning of the year, definitely much improved from the way they were last year. They're so young. They're coming along week after week, just like Philadelphia's defenses. These are 2 defenses I've been watching that look like they might be an issue for strong offensive teams, but they're really coming along at the right time. I got to go with the Lions on this one. They're at home, and they are without a doubt the best team in the NFL right now.
Okie dokie, going with the bias, going with the Lions.